This is Calabos, and we're playing Planescape Torment, and we're at this crazy thing. Let's see what happens. Mort sighs, unable to meet your stare. At last he relents. Fine, fine, I'll tell you. There's this pillar in Avernus, the first layer of bitter built to the heads of all those who've led others their death through lies. Well, that's it right there. See, that's where I ended up. Go figure. So you're one of those hits? Yeah, I told an exaggeration or two. It's just one of my suggestions. You mean lies? One of my suggestions led to your death. One of them, maybe others. I don't really know. Those memories are gone now. Look, Chief, I don't even remember being human. I don't remember what life like was before the pillar. Yeah, I guess. And that's pretty much the way of things when you die. You forget. I figure I wasn't a sterling member of the community when it's alive, but hell's who is. Mort sighs again. It's just that I can't help it. Nothing's worse than being honest all the time. But look, Chief, if that pile of heads sees me, it'll want me back. Bad. You can't let it happen. How'd you get free? Well, you pulled me off, Chief. I fought my way to the front of the pillar. You've been here before, yammering and howling until you'd notice me. Begged to be freed, swearing that I'd followed you, sharing my knowledge until your final days. I just didn't realize how long that'd be until after you'd already torn me free. And the pillar's knowledge? Oh, that. Well, I didn't realize I'd lose most of the pillar's accumulated knowledge once I was out of it. Hiking powers, did that ever set you off? But you kept me around just the same. First, I felt bound to you. That maybe your sorcery turned me into some sort of familiar. But after a couple hundred years, I realized it was more than that, something deeper. More than just a debt of gratitude, too. Although that sure is, as the hell's had something to do with it. I just felt drawn, connected to you somehow. Maybe it's all your suffering, Chief, your torment. I don't know, maybe I likened to my own when I was in that pillar. Because I never know who you're going to be. Some of your incarnations have been stark raving mad. One time you woke obsessed with the idea that I was your skull, chased me around the spire trying to shatter and devour me. Luckily, you were crushed by a passing cart in the street. Another good and lawful, you tried to thrust me back into the pillar because it's where I belonged. Mort smirks, that's why. Besides, no harm's ever come of you not knowing. How long have you known me? Don't know. Ages, I suppose. I've done all I can to help you find your way each time, but sighs and lips have shut up to meet your gaze. You rarely make it this far, Chief. I mean it. Only 4 or 5 times, I think. This could be the time the you that makes it finds out what's going on. Take another cautious step towards the pillar, and all of their conversation abruptly stops. The dozens of heads that line the pillar's surface slowly turn to face you in unison. They regard you silently, their breath fetid and moist upon you until they notice Mark cowering behind you. Oh no. Every head on the pillar's surface speaks at once to make the thing's voice, a terrible burbling sound that bubbles forth while foul, stinging vapors and putrid corruption stream from the mouth. You again. It's been a long time indeed. Many of the heads begin to gibber and drool, chanting, skull, 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 gleefully licking their lips, their eyes fixated upon Mort. Silence. We speak not to you, but to the skull. Welcome back, little one. Have you at last decided to return to the fold, to accept your final fate, to take up once more your sacred duty? Several heads burst forth from the pillar's core, gnashing their broken teeth and wailing. Yes, come back to us, skull. Skull. Mort shakes with fear, his teeth rattling. I can't go back, Chief. I can't. The smell is strong. She'll cross the plains soon, and Belle will come. The head's eyes turn wetly in their sockets to stare at falls from grace. The smell, her musk, the Tenari musk, the bittersweet scent carries and will attract Beta Zoos. Soon their Lord Bell will be angry, I see. Oh, that's just great. The heads turn their gazes back to you, though few still snuffle noisily. If you have questions for us, you best be quick. Before you can finish, a portion of the pillar trembles as yet another head oozes to the surface. After some of the noisome slime is sloughed off, you recognize it as Ferod's. It spits out a mouthful of bloody cysts and croaks. Anna, me darling child, is that you? Uh, the other heads remain mostly silent for their time as Farad speaks. Only a few whisper quietly to themselves, making wicked silent glances at Anna and her foster father's head. I was wrong, me dear girl, about the spear. It wasn't enough. No, now look where I've ended. I beg of you, lovely Anna, save your poor father. Save me, oh please save me. Save me. But even as it speaks, Pharaoh's mewling head begins to sink back into the core. You alright? No matter. Did you love him? He's my dad. She bares her teeth. I hated him. He only saw in me a way to scarper more bodies, more jink, and more junk to line his vault. And dear Anna, alas, you're the most precious thing in my vault. He'd lie, and he'd lie. He was weak of mind and weak of body, and he smelled a corpse rot and had all the feelings of a vulture picking at a corpse. He's the only one to ever show me a scrap of kindness. Is that what you wanted to hear? You pleased now? Enough, bellow the pillar's thinking heads. We tire of your insignificant prattle and would know your business. Questions, I had questions. Shifted sluggishly across the face of the pillar, nodding and murmuring before speaking its ghastly voice. Ask a question of us then and be prepared to hear our demands. What are you? Okay, I mean, I guess we could have gone. There's knowledge you possess that we wish for ourselves. Where does the fiend fuel forked tongue reside? Sonari. No. Mm, regret. Yes. Exchange with words to you when you knew the way. You spoke your heart and treated us in the way of all great betrayers. Listened well to build your trust. Short the conversation was, though filled with meaning. Meaning and death is what you speak. Two separate things they are for an only man, but you one and the same. Who am I? No. this is not well. Uh, now we have to kill that one. Oh, crud. Got really quiet. I'm not sure why the game is so quiet. Order of Skulls. I'm gonna have to do this whole conversation. Um, Yay. All of these conversational options. Fortress of Regrets. What is your demand? What other gift? I won't say. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Sure. Trius. All right, well, let's get out of here. There's nothing around here that I can see that we need to do. Let's save really quick. You Mental Strike. You Fire and Ice. lightning. All right, let's kill these guys, hopefully. I'm not sure who's actually hurting him. Someone is. All right, fair. Again, this game is ridiculously quiet right now. I wonder what the issue is. I suspect that the only path there is here. Wait, isn't this where we came in then? Yeah, I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go. Very unfortunate. Wait. Let's go rest. Okay. Did it always look like this? Gone to the wind, through the gate, gone, the town, gone, lost its own hatred, through the gate into the red prison, the prison plain carcerai. Do you know about my destiny? The diva awaits. Okay, well, the diva may await, but the diva can wait until next session. So I hope you liked this episode. If you did, leave me a like. If you didn't, don't. Questions, comments, concerns, they're all things that can go below. And yeah, have a good night.